Day 760, being Christopher Cruz, just got off of a purpose assessment call. So this was someone I posted in one of the Facebook groups, just my story. Look how cool that looks. I mean, come on. I can't wait to get another white flag so it'll like fade like that. The background is so cool. Like, you can't really see it. It's more like this when I'm on the call. More like that, but you can't see it. It's like blocked off perfectly. It's like perfect. What are the odds that I had my perfect background already there? I'm thinking I might get, so we have that there, and I'll get another white flag, but it says Warriors of God. So I have the lion over here and the Warriors of God over here. Or maybe I'll just do two lions. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I love the background. It's so cool. And the cool thing too is when I have another coaching call coming up. Forgot about that. But what is also cool is that when I'm talking, this is all they see. But behind me, I got Jesus and my purpose. So depending on the call and what we're talking about, like I'll actually move to the side and I'll show them that and talk about like, this is my purpose, leading people back to God by helping them find their purpose. Like that bridge is purpose. That's why it says purpose, and leading people from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of God. So leading people back to God by helping them find their purpose. So anyway, so get on this call. This is my 6th purpose assessment I've done. This is like the real, not the real test, because I did it with someone already that I don't know, but they knew about me. 2 people actually. But so get on call, no idea who she is. Like we just messaged back and forth, and we get on the call and she's like, I just got to say this, like God has been telling me like this call is significant. It's important. The things that lined up on that call, the things that were said on that call, that it was just like so clear that God was speaking to her in her life. And she's just, I need clarity. I need clarity. I need clarity. And I'm like, well, like that's everything that I do. Warriors of God. We help believers become warriors by helping them find their purpose in life, by helping them get clarity so they can step into their potential and change the world. It's just flawless. It was just like, I think this is the feeling when you sit down with your ideal customer where they're struggling with the problem that you solve and they desperately need the service that you're offering. And so we go through it and I explain the pricing. I have a little bit new presentation that I updated. And so she's signing up. She has 2 checks that she has to cash. And she tried to cash them today and it didn't work for some reason. She's like, oh my God, I finally know why it didn't work. I'm supposed to use that money for this deposit. So we have her call scheduled on Wednesday. She's going to do her deposit tomorrow. Yeah. So she's doing it, and I created a 4-pay payment plan so they could pay $700 over 4 payments. So it'll take the coaching from $2,500 to $2,800. So they'll pay $300 more, but they get to split it into 4 payments rather than paying it all up front. So she's doing the payment plan. Yeah, it was just crazy the way God was just like working, like just crazy. And when I showed her the assessment, she almost cried because it was just like, it was so clear for her. That assessment is so powerful for people to see, like, you know, what's missing. Let me show you. So when they see that, like, this is, you know, what their score is, 24 out of 60. You know, if it's filled in all the way, then you're 10 out of 10, you're crystal clear on your values or the problem you solve or whatever. And so this is what we see. So when I show them this, it's like, okay, well, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is you're lost. And all of that white space is wasted potential. And that's why you are struggling. That's why, you know, you're not feeling alive, inspired, whatever it is, because you have no real clarity on your purpose in life. And then I explained to them, but the good news, right? That's the bad news. But the good news is that all that white space is potential. All of that white space, meaning like, this is how much clarity you have. So no matter what you've done in your life, that's only a fraction of what you're capable of. It's just a fraction of what you're capable of. That's it. So all of that white space is potential. So it's actually exciting that you have all that white space, because that's what we're going to fill in. Over the next 6 weeks, every single one of these is going to go from whatever number it is to a 10. So this entire thing is going to be absolutely full. It'll be completely full, and you will have total clarity on your purpose in life. And so, yeah, I just can't believe this. Like, God is just so good. God is so good. Done 6 purpose assessments, and now that is 6 clients. 6 for 6. Friday, 6 days ago, I had no money. Didn't know how I was going to pay my roommate $1,000. Didn't know how I was going to pay $1,300 in rent. Didn't know how I was going to make my car payment. Didn't know how I was going to pay my Verizon bill. Just nothing. 6 days later, I've gotten $14,800 in new clients. And I still have more calls. And I only posted a few times. Like, I'm going to run out of coaching space. Like, I'm going to have to, I don't know. But it's really exciting. I just feel so grateful. Like, this just shows how quickly God can turn things around. And had I not listened to him, like, right, questioning, like, maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Maybe I shouldn't listen to the gurus and raise the price. Maybe I should actually increase the value and lower the price. And yeah, it's just been an incredible journey. Like, I couldn't have planned it better. My dream, the best thing I could have manifested, right? If I'm Mr. Manifesting my future, the best I would have manifested as of Friday was $6,000. It's like, if I could just make $6,000 before the 10th, if I could just make $6,000 in the next 10 days, like, that would be amazing. That'd be incredible. 6,000. And God brought me 14,800. We'll call it 15 just to make it easy. God brought me $15,000 in new clients. I would have manifested 6,000. God manifested 15,000. This is why I'm hesitant on manifestation. Like, I wouldn't have thought it would even be possible or fathomable to bring in 15,000. That would have been like, no, just not possible. So I would have sat there and tried to manifest it and convince myself and try to manipulate myself to believe that it's actually possible, when in reality I'm like, there's no freaking way. And I would have just manifested 6,000. I'd be like, okay, I can do 6,000. All right, 6,000. The feeling of having 6,000, the feeling of this, the feeling of that. Let me feel that. Let me visualize the money in my bank account. Let me visualize this person saying yes. Let me visualize this, visualize that. Well, I didn't visualize shit. But I was obedient to God's inspiration. He gave me inspiration. He gave me ideas, and I followed through with those. And, and he lined everything perfectly. Araceli telling me I need to post in these groups, and then I post in these groups, and then I do a post about my story, and her telling me, like, you got to post your story. Here's a structure to do it in. Like, her supporting me with that, like, and God calling her or influencing her to say that, whether she realized it was God influencing her or not. Like, it just aligned so perfectly. Just so perfectly. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, it's just, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. And so if I would have manifested this, it would have been so much smaller than what God has planned. Never would I think that I would go and get 6 out of 6 people. Like, I've done so many coaching calls, and it was more like 1 out of every 6. And lately it's been like not even close to that. It's just so expensive, and so to make that shift is just like, wow. Wow. So I'm just blown away. I'm so grateful. I'm really glad I didn't manifest it, but I did create, a vision board. I haven't really looked at it very much, even though I love it. I just forget. But yeah, that's just why I'm hesitant on manifestation, because it's like my plan versus God's plan. And I just feel like surrendering to God's plan and what he wants to manifest is so much better than anything I could ever think of. Like 6 days ago, I was begging for $1,000. Please, God, $1,000, please. And then $1,300 after that so I could pay my rent. I can't worry about my car payment. I don't have any money for groceries. I have to use my mom's freaking food stamp card. And then 6 days later, 15,000. It's just like, it's incredible. It's incredible. And these calls are just so powerful, and it's so easy to show people, like, you're just missing clarity. And I understand the concept last night where they're talking about you got to sell them on the problem, and then you got to sell them the solution to the problem. And the problem is clarity. You're not living a life you love because you don't have clarity on your purpose. You're not fulfilled because you don't have clarity on your purpose. You're wasting your potential because you don't have clarity on your purpose. The problem is a lack of clarity. That's the problem. And once you get clarity, your problem is solved. And I just so happen to have a coaching program that's amazing that helps you get the clarity that you desperately need over the next 6 weeks. And it was going to be 10,000, and then God inspired me, and now it's 2,500, which is a freaking no-brainer. And there we go. So, incredible. Wow. It's crazy because my mom told me I was going to get 6 clients. So, yeah. Amazing. And I just love this. See how it fades like that? When I have another white flag, then the fade will be freaking amazing. And I could change the colors around a lot. But yeah, so cool. Behind the scenes of Christopher Cruz Studios. And then this is what I'm looking at. Got my whiteboard. There we go. So yeah.